Hello and welcome to Pet Planet, the show where we talk about how to care for all and any pet. My name is Matt, and in this week's episode we'll be looking at getting your own dog. Let's have a sneak peek at what we have coming up. I got to experience a day in the life of a busy dog owner. I also got to watch a puppy class to see how to train your dog from an early age. Ever wondered how much exercise your dog needs? We go on a walk to find out more. And later on, we even have the pleasure of meeting trainer Jo and her puppy Eli in the studio to learn some tips and tricks for training. But now it's time to meet with Jo at her home to get a look at what it's really like to have not one, not two, but 3 dogs. Hello, nice to meet you.
Hello, I'm Jo. Do come in.
Brilliant, thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Jo and I have 3 dogs. I have, my oldest dog is Tia, she's 10. I have Chase, who is 4, and I have a 6-month-old puppy called Eli. My children came running home from school one day saying, there's a man selling a puppy up the road, and I said, no. Anyway, they dragged me up the road and we came home with the puppy. The oldest one, Tia, is a rescue. I went along and they said to me, take her away for the afternoon. She seemed to fit in really well, got here, made herself absolutely at home. I thought, well, you're staying then. So went and did all the adoption papers, and she stayed ever since, and she's 10 now. Because I do obedience, I looked around for a puppy from those lines and was told of a litter that was going to be produced and put my name down for that, and ended up with my latest puppy, who's now 6 months old, Eli, who is bonkers. I work for the Academy of Modern Canine Behaviour and Training. I think I've worked for them for about 16 years. After many years of going to shows with Russell, becoming a really good friend, he kept prodding me to become a dog trainer myself, and I kept saying, no, I can't do that. Sort of didn't think I could do it. And then one day I just turned around and said, okay, I'll give it a go. And here I am, still doing dog training and actually owning my own branch now and running that, which is brilliant, I enjoy it. So we got quite well into obedience competitions. I became a dog trainer myself, and that's kind of what linked me into having all the dogs, and now I can't seem to stop having dogs.
It was really interesting seeing how Jo cares for her dogs. Next, I met trainer Lisa at a puppy class run by the Academy of Modern Canine Behaviour and Training to see how best to train your pup. We're here at the Gibson Centre with the Academy of Modern Canine Behaviour and Training to watch a typical puppy class session. Let's go in and have a look. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Matt.
Hi, I'm Lisa, nice to meet you.
So what have you got in store for us today?
Okay, so at the moment we're doing our Puppy Straight Foundation course. It's where all our new puppies come in and learn the basics.
Nice. Should we go have a look?
Yeah, okay, great, let's go. Thank you.
So what are you teaching the dogs at the minute?
Okay, so we're on the last week of our foundation puppy course. So what we're doing is we're essentially going over everything that we've learned over the past 7 weeks. So the puppies at the moment are going over their positions, which is sit, down and stand. And then we will be going over downs, fast downs, and anything that they will need to move on to the next stage, which is bronze.
I definitely had a lot of fun there and learned a lot about how they help people care for their new puppies. For those of you tuning in now, we met Jo and her 3 dogs earlier. We are now joined in the studio by her and one of her dogs. Hi Jo.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. He was very still a minute ago.
Yes, he was, yeah. So this is Eli. This is Eli. So if I remember correctly, he is 6 months old.
He's nearly 7 months now,
Nearly
yeah.
7 months. And how old are the others?
I have a 10-year-old and a 4-year-old as well.
So he looks a lot different to the other 2. What colour would you say he is?
He's just a plain black and white one. I have never had a black and white before, so this was new to me, and he just to me is like a chocolate box border collie.
Yeah.
The other 2, one is a tri, so she has like ginger bits on her feet and in her cheeks, on her face, and then the other one I have is a tricolour male, so he has piercing blue eyes, and he has like a white flecks in his coat, which makes him a male, and then he has the ginger bits as Tia has. I get them.
Yeah. So, and out of all the litter of the puppies, what made you choose Eli?
Well, first of all, when I saw the pictures of them when they were very sort of first born, I was drawn to like black and white. I thought, I've not had a black and white, and I kind of was drawn to him. And at first I thought it was a girl, and I kept sort of saying, because what they do with the puppies is they give them all names. So his original name was Stevie, and they were, I thought it was Stevie as a girl name because it was IE, and I kept saying to my friend, oh, I really like that Stevie, she's beautiful. And then she said to me, I think you'll find that that's a boy, because I was umming and ahhing whether to have a boy or a girl, and I really, really loved him. So I thought, no, I want that one, I want the black and white. And luckily, I ended up with him.
Oh, that's cute. So what trick did you teach him here?
This trick is, let me see what he's doing. He's just doing some positions, so he's doing sits and downs on command. Is he doing a stand? I'm not quite sure if I'm doing it in this one, but it's one of the things we teach puppies in puppy class, and obviously it's good to teach these kind of things for all dog sports. Yeah. So if they're doing agility and obedience, and which is what I do with them. This is
How did you teach him to do this one?
Well, first of all, the first thing you have to do is to teach this hand touch. Yeah. So I taught him a hand touch, and then I put movement in when he was really confident and quite really pushy on my hand. And then I'm kind of moving him around, and the reason for the hand touch is to get him in exactly the right position that I want him to be in for heel work for obedience. Yeah. So it teaches him, and they kind of have muscle memory, so he will kind of have that position, hopefully, through his career, the position that I want him to have.
And why did you teach him this? Was it mainly for obedience?
This was for obedience,
Just for obedience,
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Up you go. Good lad, well done.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot more we could learn from you, but now it's time to go on a dog walk with Eli and his brother and sister to take a look at what they get up to.
Okay, we're going to an area called Great Saltons, which is brilliant for dogs because it's a massive field which they play cricket and football on some weekends and evenings, but as well as having the massive great big field, they have areas of kind of, I call them like wild areas, so there's just lots of little tracks and trees and bushes and really good sniff areas for dogs, and shelter if you get caught by rain, which I did yesterday.
So how often do you walk them? Do you always bring them here?
I walk them twice a day during the weekdays because before I go to work. This is one of my options in the morning. Sometimes I come here, sometimes there is another couple of parks nearby that I go to. I particularly like this one because it has the big field and it has all the areas around, so it's nice, lots of sniffing areas for them. In weekends I sometimes come here, but I tend to like to go for longer walks over the South Downs, in the woods, that kind of thing.
And is it just for leisure, or do you train them as you go?
I'm always doing a little bit of training on walks with big fields like this. I can't help myself, and they kind of expect it. One of the things I'm always doing with them constantly is an instant down. That's because you need to kind of have that for a safety net, really. If the dog's kind of running off towards something, being able to shout down. So we practice that on every walk. Yeah. Even really in the woods and places where I go, I just think, right, I'll just shout, down to them. But their actual command for distance down in a leisure situation is flat, and so they will generally all go flat. Sometimes Tia, my oldie, won't. She kind of stops and bimbles. I kind of forgive her for that. Yeah. But I know she's not going to run off.
That was a good bit of exercise, but that's all from us today. But before I go, we asked you guys to send in pictures of your pets to our email for our Pet of the Week. So let's see who our winners are. Our Pets of the Week comes from Dave in Portsmouth, who sent a picture of his dachshund Albus, who apparently loves to wear hats during his naps. This is Charlie, the Labradoodle, who was sent by Phoebe from Oxford. So thanks to everyone who sent in their dog pics, and don't forget to keep sending your pet pics in by our email. Make sure to join us next week when we'll be learning all about caring for and owning some exotic snakes. See you again on Pet Planet.